What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're drawing Belle from Brawl Stars. Let's begin this lesson by drawing two large circles around the outside of the goggles. So we're going to start on the top left. Just going to work our way around towards the bottom of that circle. And then slowly pull that back up towards the top. Now we're going to leave a small gap and draw the same thing on the right. So let's line up the top of the circle. Come around toward the bottom. And then back up towards the top. And then we'll go back and trace the circles along the inside. We'll start back at the top left. Just leave an even space gap all the way around. And then back up. And then we'll connect the goggles. We'll start on the inside left, draw a straight line going across, move down to add a curve, going up and then down. Now I'm going to step down and add the curve for the nose. Starting on the left, come down, and then up. Now you want to shift the mouth over towards the right side. So let's start from the bottom edge of the goggle, come down, and then across. I'm going to round out the left side with a half circle. Go back out, and then up. And then we'll round out the right side, and then pull that up underneath the goggles. Let's separate out the teeth. On the top left, draw a straight angle line coming down, move over, draw that 2 more times. And then we'll fill the left side in black. Let's move back up and draw in the eyebrows. Starting on the inside left, draw a straight angle line coming up and in. Do the same thing on the right. Come down and out with a short line. Go up and out across the top. And then from the end, pull the eyebrow coming down and in on top of the goggles. Let's fill the eyebrows in black. Let's add that detail on the outside of the goggles. We're going to start on the top left. We're going to draw a half circle. Going around, and then in. Move down towards the bottom. Do the same thing. I'm just going to line this up on the right. Going up and in. And then line up the bottom. Now that we complete the face, let's move out and draw the lower half of the head. From the outside, we're going to step out, draw a half circle. Just going to pull this down underneath the mouth, and go out and back up on the right. Now before we close off the side of the head, let's move up to the top and draw that centerpiece of the hair. Starting right in the middle, start with a point. Then from here we're just going to curve this out, and then bend that up towards the left. Go back to the center, we're going to curve this out in the opposite direction, going out to the same height. And then we'll close off the top, starting back on the left, go up in the middle, round up the hair, and then come back down. Now from the outside point, let's draw a straight line going out toward the side. And we'll curve that back down and then in toward that center point. And then we'll round out the side of the hair, starting back on the left, go out, and then bend that in. And then again, from the outside, curve down, and then in towards the center. Let's go back to the side of the head and draw a straight line going up along the side. And we'll curve the hairline going up and then tucking that in. Let's go back to the outside and round up the side of the head. Starting on the left, go out, down, and then in. And we'll tuck the ears in underneath the hair and the side of the head. Starting on the left, go out, and bend that in. And we'll add a fold along the inside. Starting from the left, curve up and out with a short line. Let's add a tiny star detail along the top right side of the head, starting with a point, angle up and out towards the left and right, bring that back down and in, go down and out towards the side. I'm just going to pull that up and in toward the center point. Now I'm going to go back to the center and draw in the scarf. I'm going to start on the left side, curve down, and then in toward the middle, go out and up on the right, and then we'll add a fold on either side. Starting back on the left, come down and in, same thing on the right. Let's draw the cape across the right side of the body. Starting from the center, start with a straight line coming down. Just going to round this out, going out and up with a short line, and we'll add a small half circle. And we'll continue that curve, going out and up towards the outside of the cape. And we'll just pull this up and in underneath the head, just beside the scarf. Let's trace out the inside and bottom, stepping over, and an even space gap all the way around. I'm also going to add a small button on the inside. Now we're going to go back over towards the left side of the scarf and add a ring. Starting up here, we draw a half circle, going around and back up. Now we're just going to trace this out along the inside. And then from the bottom of the ring, we're going to curve the body, going out and then down towards the hip. We're going to curve the body, coming down and then in behind the cape. We're going to see the bottom edge of the belt in between that gap. So just continue that up along the side, step up on the left, follow that same curve to the top of the belt. Let's go over toward the left, draw a straight line coming down, and I'm just going to trace the buckle along the inside. Let's go back up to the top, draw a straight line coming down, angle down toward the left and right side, angle back up and out. And then we'll add a drawstring on either side. On the left, underneath that ring, draw two straight lines coming down, close off the bottom, step up about halfway, draw another line. Let's do the same thing on the inside. Let's continue working down towards the bottom of the feet. From the buckle, we'll step down, add a curve, from left to right, going up and then down. And then leaving a small gap in the center, let's go to the left side, curve the leg going out and down towards the left heel, go back up to the top, towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. And then we'll round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, curve the foot, going down and then up towards the toes. I'm going to go back to the left side and round out the top of the foot. Starting out here, curve up. Just going to bend that down, aiming towards the heel, leaving a gap on the inside. And then from the top of the foot, we're going to step out, draw a straight line going up on either side. And we'll draw the top edge of the boot. Starting back on the left, curve in and then down, curve up and then in towards the inside of the leg. Let's go back up to the hips and close off the side of the leg. Starting from the left hip, just going to bend the leg going out and down in behind the boot, leaving a little overlap on the outside. Now before we draw in the arms, let's go back up and draw in the rest of the hair. We start underneath the earlobe, curve the hair coming down and then out. I'm just going to come in and pull that up with a short line. And then we'll do an overlap. Stepping out, curve the hair coming down and then up towards the outside corner of the scarf. Let's go down to the right side and draw the hand tucked in underneath the cape. We start on the inside, start with the thumb, with a half circle, close off the end with a bracket. Now we're going to add 3 fingers. Let's start from the bottom of the thumb, curve the finger coming down and up around that bracket, step down, go out and then up, and then the third finger, we're going to go out, up and in underneath the cape. Let's go back over towards the left side and draw the handle of the gun in behind the shoulder. We start from the side of the cape, draw a straight angle line, going down and then out. Let's round out the end, going out and then pulling that up. Then from the top, we're going to draw that straight angled line, going into right about there, then that in and then down in behind the hair. Let's add those straps. Starting from the top, start with a straight line, going down, move over towards the right, draw that twice. Now from the bottom, we step up, angle up and out, step in and draw that twice. Now continue that line along the bottom. Let's go back up to the top and draw the edge of the trigger. Starting up here, curve up and then in, step out and draw that twice. Now the left arm is going to be bent, tucked in underneath the gun. So let's start halfway between the chin and the bottom of the belt, right here, curve down and then out towards the elbow, curve up and out underneath the handle. And then going back down towards the elbow, curve the glove coming up and then bending that in. And add a small detail on the bottom edge of that ring. From the inside, draw 2 straight angled lines, coming down, add a small circle right in the middle. Now the gun's going to continue up along the right side of the head. So let's start from the hair, start with a straight angled line, going up and out, round out the end, and then go up towards the top. Let's flatten this off. I'm just going to trace that curve, coming around and in, and follow that same angle line coming back in behind the head. From the top corners, we're just going to curve this up and in towards the center point. And then from that point, we're going to step up, start with a straight line, go up in an angle, round this out, pull that down in behind the head, go back to the outside. We're just going to trace this out along the outside perimeter. And then from the bottom corners, curve down and in towards the center point. And that's pretty much it. There's Belle from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.